Okay, and then I can show you how I would tape my own plantar fascia. Usually you'd have a band-aid. Imagine there's a band-aid here, put it on the back of your heel to protect the back of the heel. You know, there's so many different ways to do this, and this is just the way I do it. Put pressure on your foot when you're putting this tape on, this top anchor. You don't want to sort of squeeze your foot together or else it will hurt when you stand down. Okay, so you got that there. Then you reach in this box for another roll of tape that's been split in half. If you don't have one of them, you could just use your own tape. And you can do this tape, you could use the white tape for this one. So I'm going to start on the side of my foot. I'm going to wrap around my heel with tension, but no tension around the back. I'm not pulling around the back of the heel. I'm just laying down the back of the heel, supported on the other side, and I'm coming back to there. If anything, try and hold your big toe up a little bit when you tape. Okay, good. And I go from that spot, around again, then I move across one length of tape, and sometimes I have 5 or 4 strips. It depends on the size of your foot. My foot's kind of narrow, so I usually have 4 strips. There. And we can put one on the other side that matches the one we did on this side. So I'm coming round the back of the heel and I'm heading over to the outside of the foot. Right, you want to make sure your toes can move. Alright, that's pretty good. So then we've done that, and then what I'm going to do is start on the outside, and I'm going to cover this up. Alright, so I'm going to go like that. And put tension on it. Alright. Where possible, we want to minimize creases on the tape. But when you're doing your own foot, it's unlikely to be perfect. Okay, so you got that there. Then we've just got to finish it. So we go around here. All right, stick that down. Okay, we've got that there. Now remember, I didn't do it, but there needs to be a band-aid on the back of your heel or else you'll get a blister. Okay, so then you can stand up and you should feel a lot of tension on the bottom of the foot. And I'm pretty good. I can move my toe. That's really actually pretty awesome. Then this is going to peel off in the sock. So what we do is we do this. We put that on here. Okay. One of my students taught me this. It's very good. Okay, so you lay this over like that, but you don't want to put it down on the skin, so it'll irritate the tendons under here. So you fold it back. Then we take another piece of tape, about to cover this length. So we want that much. All right. I'm going to try and lay that down. Now my foot's on the ground for a reason. I don't want to do this in the air and make it really tight because then it will be too tight on my foot. So I can either stand on my foot like this and lay it down loosely, Or if you were doing it up here, you push up on your foot and to spread the metatarsals and lay it down. But because you're doing it on yourself, just put it down here, lay it down loosely. And when you take your foot up, there should be some slack here, and that other bit of tape is protecting it from sticking there, so there's movement for your tendons. All right? The skin on the foot is tough, so you don't need coverall for most people, and you can keep it on for multiple days unless it starts to itch, and then you take it off. If you want to get it off, I'm going to leave mine on. You would soak your foot and then gently peel. Imagine this was the pants or the skin, and the tape is the tape. Hold the skin and peel it away gently like this. Sort of peeling it back on itself. Don't lift it off and pull it like that, or else it'll rip the skin. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Okay, so I wore the tape. Now, when you first get up, it's going to feel very tight on the back of the heel. That's why we've got the band-aid there, but that should loosen up. And it's going to feel different than regular walking, but if it hurts you, if your heel hurts less, then it can help it sort of recover. So to get it off, we're going to first release the top. And then it's a little easier if you wet it first, but I'm about to go windsurfing, so there's not a lot of time for that. And then I'm peeling it back in small bits. I'm trying to support the skin.
Remember, it might be a lady with nails.
Yeah, if you've got nails, you could clip them first. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you. So I'm trying to peel it back. What we want to avoid is pulling it and ripping it off, especially if you use this brown tape, because it's very sticky. And it will tear the skin if you're not careful. So I'm just sort of trying to support the skin as I gently peel it off. Alright, and if you want to get the sticky stuff off your foot, probably the best thing would be nail polish remover, the acetone in the nail polish remover. Not that that's that great for your skin. Otherwise you could just try alcohol, and I'm sure someone else knows something better, or maybe they can post it online for us, and then you could use that.